Welcome back, another episode. The 90,210 reference in Young Sheldon Season 6 is a covert hint about Missy's tragic fate in the program. Sheldon's twin sister was finally given her due in the plot of the Big Bang Theory prequel after spending the majority of the current year being neglected and reduced to a supporting role. Missy felt that the best way to make her parents pay for their errors was to leave the house, but when she was caught and brought back home, Mary and George reprimanded her for her risky joyride, so her plan quickly backfired. She couldn't watch TV while she was grounded, not even her favorite program, 90,210. Young Sheldon has the chance to emphasize Missy and Sheldon's sibling relationship in the story. It was simpler to establish their relationship when the twins were still sleeping in the same room. This is more difficult given their current situation, which includes Sheldon's time at college. Therefore, even if Mandy and Georgie's major Young Sheldon cliffhanger is the main lesson to be learned from a German folk song and an actual adult, it's fantastic that CBS managed to spotlight Sheldon and Missy's relationship despite this. More impressively, it can also hint at what the lone Cooper daughter should expect in the future. Missy's Young Sheldon's future is ruined by Dylan's story from 90,210. Season 6, Episode 16 of Young Sheldon features Missy dealing with the consequences of her behavior. She has been grounded, which means Mary and George have both agreed to stop her from doing some fun things, even at home, like watching her favorite TV program. Her parents refused to let her watch the most recent episode of the show despite her objection and frantic justification, even requesting Sheldon make sure his twin does the same. Sheldon may perform one of the sweetest things he has ever done for Missy while being a stickler for the law. He follows the show on his own and tells her what happens. That being said, the 90,210 story foreshadows Missy's future in addition to providing the duo with a very wonderful moment of bonding. George observes Sheldon rewatching the teen-focused show and remarks that Dylan, played by Luke Perry, looks far too old to be a high school student. His brilliant son goes on to say that the character is struggling in school as a result of his father's untimely passing. Neither of them anticipates the tragedy that will befall the family, but Missy does experience it. After George's passing, Sheldon's sister attended high school for 6 years as opposed to merely 4, as depicted in The Big Bang Theory. Missy is not as intelligent as Sheldon, but she is also not illiterate. She is mature, sane, and even accountable. Given these, it's unlikely that she would need to add 2 extra years to her high school career unless there is an unforeseen circumstance. Missy has a history of making poor decisions when under the influence of powerful emotion, as shown in Young Sheldon Season 6. She made the decision to leave her house despite the fact that her plan didn't make sense because she felt ignored and left out by her parents. The death of George could have a greater effect on her and ultimately ruin her entire existence. When George passes away, Sheldon is young. The Cooper patriarch had a predetermined demise thanks to the Big Bang Theory's canon, long before Lance Barber made his screen appearance in the prequel. Knowing how important George is to the show, CBS has been working to put off this tragedy for years. However, considering where the spin-off is in the timeline, it is out of time at this point and must prepare for the character's death. Unfortunately, this means that Young Sheldon will only have a year or so before the Cooper patriarch passes away naturally. The good news is that Young Sheldon Season 7 will not begin until sometime after George's death, if it occurs on screen. It has been announced that Sheldon's most sad Big Bang Theory narrative about uncovering his father's cheating won't occur in Season 6. Since his adultery scandal broke before his passing, CBS is holding off on airing the major tragedy in what might be their last year. What Missy's future is revealed by The Big Bang Theory. Even though Missy only had 2 appearances on The Big Bang Theory, CBS provided enough useful information about the character so that viewers could get a sense of what her life has become. Her impending divorce from her husband and the fact that she was expecting their second child were both disclosed in her final cameo at Amy and Sheldon's wedding in Season 11. But afterwards, adult Sheldon's narration of Young Sheldon revealed that Missy had discovered happiness by remarrying and having more children. Her professional life is unknown, but at least she eventually has a happy family. Maybe a fresh spin-off will focus on her tale. Thanks for watching. For more videos, subscribe.